I've seen a lot of condo makeovers and they have their challenges. From bulkheads to cement walls, honestly, they usually get transformed into white boxes. In this 3-part series, I'm going to show you a stunning 2,200 square foot condo designed by the Bespoke Group. This unit has warmth, it has elegance, and the designers have considered every single detail. Let me show you. So here we are in the kitchen, and this was quite the transformation. Previously, the kitchen was enclosed. It had a door, it was a space of its own, white cabinetry, but very dated. They wanted to open it up to the rest of the space, but they couldn't just push the ceiling up. This is a condo, there was some ductwork they need to deal with. So their solution was to keep the ceiling low and clad it in the same material as the cabinets, which is a really beautiful solution when your eye is moving through the space because it gives the kitchen some definition. They also removed a wall to create the open concept living space, but in doing that, they were faced with a plumbing stack, which they camouflaged by, once again, cladding in the same material as the cabinets. It allowed them the opportunity to add an outlet, and let's be honest, now it's hiding all the dirty dishes, right? Sometimes in condos, it can be difficult to rearrange the space and change the footprint, but what they did here was they kept the stove and the hood where it is, and the sink just moved a few feet around the plumbing stack. It's perfect. And what they were able to do by losing that wall is create a giant island to receive guests and entertain. It's a lot of counter space. The kitchen was large before, but it is still filled with storage. They have a wine fridge, they have cabinets, the dishwasher is here beside the sink, and of course, a lot of drawers. Now let's talk about the details. All of the drawers have lighting integrated, which is fantastic for midnight snacking. Part of what makes this kitchen look really sleek is the recessed hood, which you can pull out if you're making a lot of food. They chose the appliances that would work best for their family and their needs, which is a microwave, a wall oven, a wine fridge, a paneled fridge, which blends in seamlessly into the cabinetry, and an integrated coffee machine. The space before was the same configuration. You had a dining room and a living room at the back. There was a fireplace in the corner, which made for a very awkward layout where everything was on a diagonal. Taking it out was a great idea and now allows for much better flow. What this left them with was 2 very large blank walls. They used one to act as a hallway, a pass-through to the end of the condo, and the other wall was the one with the bulkhead, which they decided to design around to camouflage it. There is a bar area right beside the dining room, and this is a custom piece made to look like a piece of furniture. And on either side, floor-to-ceiling storage. In the middle of the space, they added the fireplace so it could be enjoyed both from the dining room and from the living room. What I love here is that the TV isn't above it. Look at that. So much better, right? And here's where they invested a bit more money and clad it in real marble. Love the gold veining through here. It's warm, it's classic, it's beautiful. Now, of course, everyone wants a TV in their living room, and this can be a bit of a problem in a condo if you're faced with a cement wall. So they built out the wall so they could run all of the cables behind it, and there's a recess behind the TV to accommodate the TV mount, so everything sits flush against the wall. What the Bespoke Group does really well is problem solving, and here they had a stack that they needed to conceal, and they did that here with a very shallow shelf. Don't worry, there's a lip on it so nothing falls, right? Now, typical 80s layout would have had a solarium. And when they bought this space was set up as more of a lounge area, like a secondary seating area. So they wanted to keep it a separate space, but they didn't want to block out the light coming through these windows. So they went with a sliding door. And here's, once again, that special detail. These doors hang from a top rail, so there is no bottom rail breaking up your nice wood floor. And to make this room multi-use, they've built in a Murphy bed. But not just any Murphy bed. This one's on a remote control. So if you have a guest staying over, you can just close the doors, shut the drapes, and you have a private guest suite. What I love about this space is they achieved a lot of warmth by using different tones of wood. You've got one shade in the kitchen, you've got another shade on the built-ins, you have this beautiful wood frame around the sliding doors. It's not boring and it's not predictable, which I love. So this is only half of the condo. There's a whole other half that you need to see. So watch the next video.